We are live again, and this time I am on me iPad Pro, trying to get the hang of this thing. Recently got. Um, so if it looks like I'm looking into the corner, forgive me. I am seeing straight, I promise. Um, but yeah, I'm excited for everyone to be here today. This is exciting because it's also sad because the season has come to an end. And, it's bittersweet. It's like that sad feeling of leaving Disney World. So now we're in this mode now of, um, you know, post Handmaid's Tale. But at least we're on a normal filming schedule. So we should have season 5 soon. Hey, Gigi. Yes, I found the slow mode. Thank God. It took me long enough. But now it's got a 30-second delay for people who are messaging, which is good. So I can keep up with this. Hello, Rosa Lava, Kristen Schlitt. How'd Hello, howdy you? Um, so yeah, I am here to do another live stream because the first one was so much fun. It seems like you guys enjoyed it, and I like just riffing sometimes. Hello, Squeal, my name. I just wanted to say I love your reviews, and I rush your channel as soon as I finish an episode to hear your thoughts. Keep with excellent good work. Thank you. Dogs are medicine. They really are medicine, dogs, aren't they? I got my dog Daisy all shown a little bit. She's to my side right now. I always save the live. You can watch later. Hello, everybody. So I got a lot of heat from my last review. I always expect it because if I'm not giving a super high score, I'm going to get heat. And it kind of sucks though, because the bittersweet thing about this season was it was definitely the most controversial season of Handmaid's Tale from pretty much episode 7 on to the end of the finale, where it's a lot of touchy subjects. It's stuff that people are going to have big conversations about, which is important. But what's tough about it is I'm not like a super political person. So I try to do my reviews as much as I can to base off the show as itself, like looking at it as an entertainment, as a show. And I try to tiptoe into political stuff, but not too much because it's really tricky when you do that because it's like either angle I take, I'm going to get heat, and I try to just keep it more focused on the actual writing, cinematography, acting, etc., etc. But what's interesting is there's been, some what comes with that when you have controversial subjects and shows like the Reddit for Handmaid's Tale, if you've been on it, has been like toxic, which is some really mean people. Because when anything's being discussed that's controversial, some people do not know how to just be civil and professional about it and nice and not get personal. And so my comment sections last 3 videos have been a little scary. Some people saying really mean stuff to me. Um, I think I had a record amount that I had to block for this last review. And I think what's crazy is I don't think people understand that, I am not a fanboy of anything. I'm a fan of things, but my goal here is to review anything. So I'm going to give a review. And some people comment like, "Oh, like if you're going to review the show, you don't it doesn't seem like you like it, so why are you reviewing it?" That's not like a review is. I'm just giving my honest opinion of every single episode, no bias. Like it doesn't say on my videos like the Handmaid's Tale finale, let's praise it. I'm reviewing it as honest as I can. So I just wanted to get that out there because some people get really mean about it. But I respect everyone's opinions. I don't delete comments if I don't agree with them. It's just when you get personal and say something mean to me, I'm gonna delete your comment. Um, but yeah, I had people saying I'm an idiot. I had people basically, saying stuff that was like really getting to me. And these are supposedly people who want good in the world, but their way of dealing with it is calling me really mean stuff. So uh, they seem like people from Gilead, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, let's just, if you disagree with me, that's fine. So anyway, just had to get that rant out of the way. So let's see. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are on the finale because thank you, Latrice. Ignore them. Because I've given my thoughts. You've watched my review. I'm not here to give my thank you, Jen. Some people are awful, unfortunately. Um, thank you, Squeal, my name. Yeah. Let's hear your thoughts. Let's hear people's thoughts on finale. I'd like to react to thoughts people have live because I don't have the time maybe to go through all the comments. on my videos because there's just been a lot. So I'm here to kind of react live to people's thoughts. Leave it here. Um, let's see, Nicole Cox. Serena's going to set herself up as just missed that. Please resend that. Um, okay, hey Gullible, I love that they did a particution on Fred. Yeah, I love Fred went down. Ooh, okay. Kristen says I hate love Serena. That's interesting. I guess that's what makes Serena's character so interesting. Serena will be the next to go. For sure. What I'm interested about Serena's character is, will she get treatment like Fred did? I think a lot of people want to see that, including myself. But there is a part of me that thinks they might do a really long game, some sort of trying to give Serena, that she'll go down, but maybe she'll change finally at the end and do something good for June. Who knows? I think that would be interesting, though. I love the finale. My mouth was open for the last 20 minutes. Gigi loved it. Serena's going to set herself up as a Madonna figure to gain Gilead power through religion. That's a good theory, Nicole. Yeah, and let me know any theories you have for season 5. Maria, do you think the commander is dead? No body. I'm pretty sure that was a body, the shot of him hanging on the wall, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, Miss Jane, like went full circle. Yeah, I like that too. You know, I want to just clarify too when I'm doing my review, right? I'm pointing out things like people will say, like, "Oh, how did you not realize that was all the woman from the meeting?" Like, no, I didn't say it was the woman from the meeting because if you look at the scenes with the woman in that therapy group, there's like 10 of them. When they come out in the woods, there's like 30, 20 people coming out. So it's like there had to be a little more explanation because anytime we've seen in this show, June kind of developed something with the Marthas or the Underground or Mayday, and they're in like an army. There's something that's setting that up that makes it clear who I'm with. So those still could have been. Yeah, most likely those are the women in therapy group, but there's still more than the woman in therapy group. So there's still people we just don't know who they are. So people go, "Oh, it's clearly like someone who's a former handmaid. It's clearly this." That's not this show's flavor. This show's supposed to lay things out a little more clear because those are such important character beats. Um, Jeanette, don't get me wrong, I like this season, but sometimes I felt the material was forced. Makes me worried next season won't be any good. I'm right there with you. I mean, the show's a different show. Like, it's still good, but it's what I was saying about the Twilight thing with the finale, right? Was that it's going more towards the young adult vibe, meaning like it's full on crowd pleasing moments, escaping a little bit of reality and that realistic feel of the show that it's always somehow maintained in this world is created. Um, and it's got more flavor to it for good or bad. And I think a lot of people like that. That's not a problem. But for me, it's not the same show in that sense, or tone wise, that finale felt a very different tone than what I'm used to with The Handmaid's Tale. Um, and that's the other thing. I'll give another thing I got a heat for was like, oh, like clearly she's kissing Nick in that moment in front of Fred to make a point to Fred. I still don't think that was the whole point of that. I still think that was just like, oh, she loves Nick. They're kicking butt. People were saying it's like this like Bonnie and Clyde thing. But right there, just even making that comparison, it's too pop culture. It's like too referencing and fun. It's like woo. That's just not the Handmaid's Tale tone to me. I didn't think that was necessary in that moment per se. But again, I mean, people will just say, oh, this was supposed to do happen for this reason, and then still say it that's the reason it's good. That doesn't mean it's good. But so be it. So yeah, I'm on the iPad, so the chat comes a little quicker. So I'm sorry if I'm missing. So it's okay if you repeat. Nicole Cox, very few shows do not resort to sensationalism to sustain multiple seasons. Agreed. I don't like. Oh, I really want to know what's going to happen next. Much like where's it going? Yes, I agree with you. It's too much. Sabrina says. Uh, is June going on the run from the police? I'm gonna get to that in a second. Sarah, I love the show. That said, the writing sometimes all over the place. It makes no sense. Totally true. Um, the bite wasn't even realistic. It was corny, totally unnecessary. See, Dogs and Medicine, I agree with you. But like, it was corny. And what really is frustrating about it is why there's such a fight going on between Handmaids fans. Is if you look on the Reddit, every time someone gives their opinion on any of these things, they have to back it up. Like, oh, I'm not attacking people who've been through trauma or something like that, right? Where it's like, I'm not even talking about that. Like, I did not take the bite thing as people will take it to the level where it's like, oh, it's clearly written to do with rape. I'm looking at it in the theme I saw the episode as, where the bite thing was fitting in with the animalistic thing I was talking about, that animal part. We all have the lizard brain, and that it's the wilderness, right? So I thought that was what it was all going for. I'm not denying what that person's saying, but some people like just assume, oh, I'm completely right the way I'm reading it, and because of that, the way you're reading it is, offensive or hurt. And it's like I'm not going there though. So it's like that's something people create in their own heads they got to deal with, where it's like, not everyone's going to read an episode the same way. So when someone's giving their opinion, you have to understand the context of where they're giving their opinion, because I'm not seeing it that way. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's see, Sabrina. I thought she wanted to kiss Nick in front of Fred as an FU to Fred. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. But I still don't think it was. I still thought it was corny. I think that's a corny moment. Um, it doesn't change that. I'm totally team Nick. Hey, what's up, Billy? I hope they end up together. Yeah, Nick's great. I don't think anyone who's still on the Luke train. I think him telling June to move on from everything. I think that Luke train's getting really thin here. I mean, I wonder, you guys still really like Luke? Let's see. Why do you think she can't be with her family after what she did to Fred? So that's the thing I was even a little confused about. I don't know where I read it, but I read it after I watched a screener that somewhere in an interview, a writer was talking about like June, possibly having to go on the run. And then I connected it as, her saying goodbye, was she had to go away, right? Because she's still a big like figure in all of this, right? And it's confusing because it's no man's land and stuff like that where it happened with Fred, but the story is gonna go that way. It has to, right? It has to make it exciting. And I think that because she's such a big figure and murdering someone, oh, that's also a big figure in the middle of a war, clearly someone's going to want your head, right? It's going to put a target on your back. And there's still going to be laws. Like, as much as Tulelo was helping her, he's still a lawman. So I do think, like, he didn't know she was going to kill him. So I don't think Canada's going to have her back either. We know Canada. Canada is wishy washy. They seem like they're helping you, but at the end of the day, they have their set of laws, and they might be like, well, June, you didn't have to kill him. So we could see it kind of go there, I feel like. So I think she definitely will be on the run, for sure. I don't think she's just going to be like, well, I can't be around my kid and Luke because I killed someone. I don't think it was that. But does it matter? Happen? No one knows. I don't know. Again, with the show, I don't think it's going to be that specific to it. The show doesn't really do that. I think when season 5 starts, we're just going to jump in wherever June is. I mean, literally, they set it up, and I think they did it on purpose, or like they could have June be anywhere at the start of season 5. She could be even a little bit of a time jump, not a huge one, but maybe like a couple weeks later, and she's in the woods or something hiding. Like, I'm sure they have something planned for that, and they didn't want to show it. Nick is her new soulmate. He's ride or die. He really is. I hate that they're I hate that Serena gets fan mail. Yeah, I know, right, Kristen? The only person that was there at the handoff was Nick, so I don't get why she has to be accountable. I don't think it's even her being accountable. I think it's that just June is the big name that people know, right, of the resistance, and someone's going to be after her. Whether it's the law making her accountable, or her getting the blame pinned on her, or someone in Gilead because they wanted to take care of Fred themselves per se. Uh, I'm mad Serena didn't see the finger. Thank you, Joy. That was one of my biggest complaints. I've never seen such a missed opportunity. I think that was something everyone agreed on, even on the Reddit. Like, oh man, it was so cool to see this finger come in the mail, and it goes to the mailman guy, And I saw Bruce Miller, who I love, the showrunner. Sorry, I'm a little bloated. Excuse me. Um, I got to stop drinking these Diet Cokes, people. I get the mini ones. I saw Bruce Miller, the Handmaid's showrunner, say that the finger thing didn't go to Serena because he didn't want to open that door in the finale and like let that come to next season. But I still think it would have been a great cliffhanger if she saw it and ended it right there, like her shock, boom. Because how do you you're not going to have that guy walk that finger over to her at the beginning of next season? That would be weird, or her get it later. So I thought that was such a missed opportunity. It would have been the perfect thing to leave on Serena for sure. That was strange. But maybe they thought that last minute, and then they didn't have Yvonne Stravosky on schedule. Who knows? I think Serena will be scared because if she's sent back to Gilead without a husband, she'll be a handmaid for sure. So I don't think she will be going back to Gilead. Something's up with her. And I do think they're setting up Tulelo to fall back under her charm. I don't think that's just over. Let's see what else we got, people. Send me some chats, any questions, thoughts, random things. I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. And honestly, the minimum guy in prison would check all mail for contraband. For sure. For sure. But again, I think the show has let a lot of things pass in realism, and I think they could have let it just him hand off to Serena. Okay, so June will fight directly along with the Resistance Nighthawks. Yeah, that'd be cool. And yeah, I wonder what happened with the Nighthawks. You know, they kind of teased them, and that whole thing went away. Let's see. I'm Canadian. We don't have cushy jails here. That's really funny. Yeah, those jails are kind of a creation of its own for the show. Okay, she thinks June's gonna go back to work with Lawrence and Nick. You guys know my feeling on Lawrence. I'm not gonna be a dead horse, but I wouldn't be surprised. They love to use Lawrence, and I'm sure he'll be part of the plot next season. How long do we have to wait for next season? Who knows? You know, I don't think they didn't start filming season 5 yet, so you can't really tell yet. But I'm sure they'll be soon. I like Lawrence. He has the best lines. Okay. I see you. Everyone liked the video live chat to improve the algorithm reviews. Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, if you guys want to send me a super tip, I really appreciate that. I'm not begging for tips here, but you know, it really helps. Or yeah, you can become a member. You know the drill. I'm not gonna do promotions down your throat here. I'm not that person. You know, I saw someone comment they like that, or it would be like, you know, smash that subscribe button and throw a thumbs up. You know, you're people, man. Like I want to talk to you guys like people. You all have an important voice, and I hope you all one day have your own YouTube channels, and we can compete. In my opinion, 405 is terrible, very boring and pointless. Okay, 405. 405 was that the boat one? Someone remind me. I think it was the boat one. She'll return to Gilead and be given a pass because a defining hallmark of her character is hypocrisy. Okay. I could see that. It's a good point. Okay, I don't understand why June didn't try to get Hannah when she gave Fred in exchange to the woman, says Elsie. Yeah, that was a big thing a lot of people had a problem with, like a little bit of a plot hole. And I saw even people saying, like, even not like mention Janine in that, you know. But that's been a problem with the whole season too, is like the the transfer from this no man's land to US and Gilead, and you know, well, Gilead is US technically, right? And Canada is like so simple now. It's really taken away from like that feeling the show used to have, like, wow, like to get to Canada was like a different planet. Now it's kind of like, hey, we call each other. And you know, someone even said, like, I guess June's got everyone's cell number, like Lawrence and stuff. Thank you for the super tip, Yazin. Don't forget he wanted revenge on Fred too. He didn't budge all season. Any request from June? That's a good point. I'll admit when I'm wrong. Good point. Donna Lewis, $5. Keep it up. Okay, lifting weights. I got to do that more. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that so much. Okay, 4 or 5 is Chicago episode with Janine and Steven. Chicago. Yeah, that is the one. Oh, I got you. Not the boat. The Chicago one. Yeah, Chicago one was with the corny Coldplay song cover thing at the end. Yeah, let's not talk about that song because, like I said, if I think about it, I'm gonna have nightmares about it, and it will get in my head again. I can't let it happen. I like how they all act. All the commanders won't notice the missing handmaids. I know. So, hey, Bruce Miller's here. Woo, woo, woo. Thanks, Steve, and everyone for watching. What's up, Bruce? Yo, I had mentioned too, I interviewed Bruce a while back. You can check that interview out. I had a lot more weight on me at the time. I think I was eating really heavy, but he was so nice. And thanks, Bruce, for always being an awesome showrunner. And he's in the room. I don't know if he's leaving. Maybe he's having a fun Saturday, but thank you, Bruce. And like that's the thing too is so cool about Bruce Miller as a showrunner is like you see he'll share people's reviews. He told me when I met him he watches people's reviews. Like he's a cool person that can again respect that people have opinions and he knows everyone loves what he's made at the end of the day. Really cool. Okay, so what else we got? Any questions you guys got? Bruce, make Janine a handmade mentor. Hey Bruce. Yes, say hi to Bruce. Yes, he's a showrunner of The Handmaid's Tale. Thank you for your work. Thank you, Bruce. Yeah. So let's see. You know, and that's the thing too. I am not saying this to kiss butt right now, but you know, Bruce Miller, I'm just lurking. This is Steve's show. No, Bruce, you can take over. You answer. You go for it. They want to talk to you. You're the man, you know. But I put Bruce Miller on the Mount Rushmore of show creators. And what I am excited, if Bruce is still watching, Bruce, will you ever soon do another show that's not Handmaid's Tale, not in the universe? Like, are we going to see new Bruce Miller stories that's brewing in your head, shows you want to create? Because that'd be really cool. He's definitely on that Mount Rushmore for me. What's up with Nick? We need more of his story. Okay, I think I answered a question. I think he got a good amount this season. I think he's I think it could go up a little bit, but I do think, it's tough. They got so many mouths to feed on this show. So it's always interesting to see who they're selecting to kind of really focus in on. And I do appreciate, though, that this season they did progress a lot of plot with Serena and Fred and wrapped up Fred's plot, which, I think it timed out right for his death. I think, you know, Joe Fiennes is an incredible actor. That's another thing I didn't even get to say in my review, which I actually really regret. And that Joe Fiennes, I'm gonna miss. This is the bittersweet thing about when you kill a character like that, is like it's justice and people are happy, revenge. But you're gonna miss Joe Fiennes. He's such a good actor, and it's interesting with Joe Fiennes. Like he, I was looking at his IMDb, and he doesn't do much, besides really The Handmaid's Tale right now. And he had such, you know, a profound career early on. He seems like he's just chilling a bit. So I'm excited to see what he does next. But I'm gonna miss him to death in this show, man. That was like. Oh, see, Bruce said right now The Handmaid's Tale is plenty. But that's exciting. Man, I wish I could read the whole comment. It goes so quick on here. Um, okay, let's see what else we got. Fred was so scared. Yeah, Fred was scared. But yeah, I'm interested to see what is going to happen with Joe Fiennes' career next. Of course, I think this is going to be the big Serena season next. That's my prediction. I think clearly they centered in on that as it was going. Okay, we got a tip. Wonder and Art, how you doing? Given your issues with Luke's emotional range during the show, did that take away from the emotional impact of attraction? No, because I actually thought, props to the entire crew for filming during COVID. Thanks for the tip, Haley. I thought that Luke, the actor, OT, did great in the finale. So that's why, I had said I thought his work as an actor had gotten better as the show has gone on. I will always say truth about, like, I don't want anyone to think I'm kissing anybody's butt, even if I interview them, even like, why would anyone want me to lie? Like, that's not fair to them either, right? But I will say I do think he got way better. And come on, your scene partner is Elizabeth Moss. Like, it's not easy to keep up with that. She's a force to be reckoned with. I agree with her, Rowdy. It's not too noticeable they filmed during COVID, which is also incredible. Do I take a Pippin link? I used to. I don't anymore. Don't worry about the super chat taking 30%. Don't worry about that. Is Hannah going to be too far gone by the time June rescues her? I love that theme the show's going with, and I'm a believer in that. Like, I think, the real tragedy of it all is that, at the end of the day, Luke and June's main goal is to get Hannah back, and Hannah's not Hannah that they had. Hannah grew up a different world, and then it becomes gonna. I think if they really delve into that complication of you know, what do you do if she was to actually have the chance to have her back, and Hannah's like, no, I'm not going with you, because again, what she doesn't have the memories of June that June has of her. So that's going to be interesting, and I hope they do lean into that for sure. And no spoilers for the Testaments ever here, but the only thing I do say about the Testaments is it's a time jump. So I think a lot of people are really excited for Testaments. And I don't know if Bruce is still here and can confirm, but if the Testaments is for sure going to be a separate show, or maybe they'll, somehow kind of put some of the stories from Testaments into the Handmaid's Tale show timeline. Yeah, I mean, so what else we got? I want to talk about the Handmaid's Tale. So yeah, I want to also talk about theories people have for season 5. I know a lot of people always want to talk theories, and I don't do theories as much, but I'd love to hear your guys' theories. You guys are so smart with this stuff. And again, everyone be civil here. I just don't like when people are so personal about stuff. Like, everyone has their voice. You have the right to be heard. Just be kind when you do it. It's always you can do it kindly. Yeah, no, Testaments is a big time jump. Put towards next season's costuming. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, so I don't know if Bruce is still here, but Bruce is the man. He told me that when I met him that he would send me costumes from the show. Again, I get too nervous to email him. Oh, say, we haven't decided, separate show or woven in the current story. There you go. You heard it from Bruce live right here. That's awesome. So that's really cool. Breaking news. Send that to the Hollywood Reporter. And that's the other thing I was a little heartbroken about. I was so close. So I did the interviews, a couple interviews with cast members this season before the show. And then they almost hooked me up with one for the finale with Joe Fiennes. I was this close. I didn't make the cut. Damn you, Good Morning America. Damn you. So yeah, exactly. So cool. Bruce just interacts with fans. Not many showrunners do it. Yeah, he's a humble dude, clearly. Very cool. What else? Let's see. Send your love to Bruce in the chat, everybody. Yeah, if you can tip him too, and I'll send him half my cut of this video. Okay. Let's see. Totally Kathy, $20. Thank you. We'll split it. I'll give Bruce 10 of that. Um, let's see. I really want to see more of Janine and Esther this season. Hell yeah. My favorite story of the season was everything with Janine. I will still say Janine had the best arc this season for sure. And that's why I had said my favorite episode this season was Milk. That's not a popular opinion, but I thought it was the best top to bottom. Everything clicked. And like I said in my review of that episode, there was no flaw in it. It was perfection. And that whole episode perfectly to me connected with what I loved episode 9 with Janine's story. Like that was a perfect thread for me for a season. And that's what makes a show great is like if it can get all characters kind of on rolling all those cylinders, that would be really cool. And this show always does a really good job, and I'm very close to that for sure. Serena Handmaid, that's a lot of people's dream here. I don't know if they'll do that though, but we'll see. And I think that's cool that at least we're gonna. I don't think I would have been able to handle if they had killed Serena in this episode as well, because then you're like, oh no, we're losing Yvonne and Joe Fiennes. We can't. We can only lose one. If we lose two, I would have been worried. I think we're gonna have a huge like Serena season next season for sure. Like, I think it's gonna be her time to shine. Like, especially how is she gonna be without Fred too? That's another thing that's gonna be interesting to delve with. Okay, let's see. Do you think season 5 will have us become more conflicted with June, kind of Walter White like in Breaking Bad? I think it already has with season 4. And I think that, I was always, I always say I'm Team June, ride or die June, but this is the first season, I was a little back and forth. I think it's a good thing, it's more, I don't want to say anti-hero because that like that's a bold statement, right? I think she's still a hero, but she's a little more gray, okay? And like there's points I scratch my head at her now where I usually didn't do that. I mostly got what she's doing, but now I'm like, oh, okay, June, careful. She's close. She's like, the Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi level at the moment. I don't think she's Darth Vader, but she's tiptoeing to the dark side a bit. Let's see. I doubt they'll send Serena back to Gilead because her punishment may be death, just like her commander husband. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, Serena's too smart. That was another comment I saw on Reddit. Someone said that, like, what's cool about Serena is, like, we're done with Fred, right? Fred was, like, the villain that was, like, I don't want to say dumb, but he wasn't the brains of the operation. Serena is the true villain because she's the mastermind. And that's why I always say I would love Serena, more of her backstory, please. That we had a little bit like her when Gilead was starting. And I like that it's a little bit of callback to that now with her writing again. So I think that's going to be, instrumental next season too, is whatever she writes in that book, because whatever she's writing in that book is anti what June's trying to do. So it can develop really big conflict. And maybe they can, in that essence, give June a little more power next season and kind of have this war of June versus Serena. I think that would be kind of really cool. But I don't think, like, see, people always debate is Serena, can she earn redemption? I think she's way past that. But I do think they could give her a moment if she does get her comeuppance where she makes like one small gesture towards June that is change. We'll see though. Okay, what else? So let's talk a little bit about Esther for a second. So what I thought was really cool about Esther this season was when you introduce a young actor character or just any character that's a teen, you always run the risk of like people will roll their eyes quick if they're too like cringy or they're too emo, right? But that was not the case with Miss Keys, and you get worried because you see in the promos before the season, like, okay, they're introducing this young wife. Is she going to be annoying? Is she going to be great? And McKenna Grace is so good as Esther and just brought that character up. And I thought that character was written really well too. And I think that Esther is the future of the show, right? Esther's like can kind of is if there's one character that can slowly start to take the reins from June if this was to go on for a bunch of seasons. You see, Bruce Miller, McKenna was excellent, a real professional, even at 14. Damn, 14. See, that's crazy. And man, she's scoring. McKenna Grace too. She's in everything now. Like I'm just turning on a horror movie. She's in it, so good for her. But I would like to see her if there's someone who can kind of pass the torch from June. It would be towards Esther, and I think that would be maybe in like a 2 seasons down the road. I wonder, if eventually June would become like what happened with Rick and Walking Dead, where maybe we'll do Handmaids movies and June will just appear in the movies. Who knows? But yeah, I think what really will probably feel the moment when everyone's kind of like, okay, I think June's story can wrap is when Serena's story wraps, because that's the ultimate, rivalry here. That's been an up and down between the two of them. I mean, don't forget too, she named her kid Nicole after her, and then for Serena to betray her after that, Serena, ooh, Serena's brutal. But I loved about the finale. One of my favorite character moments, like I said in the review, is like when she was talking to Mark, and that Serena we knew and loved, right? Sarcastically saying that, like she just says nonsense, nonsense. Like, oh, we need better Wi-Fi, and Commander Waterford, make sure you're calling the commander, like, and that she was scoffing even at the idea of like, oh, okay, fine, let June have her, little video she can do. So really interesting. Serena and Mark, love. You see, Bruce. I know what you're doing, Bruce. That's the thing. So like I mentioned in my review too, when I interviewed the actor of Mark, he said he believes that he has a thing for Serena. So I think that was showing there in the finale that he was like heartbroken, like friend zoned, baby. But we'll see. Fred's out of the picture now, so who knows what happens with those two. Okay, what else? I have a question, Bruce. Still, Bruce. What was my question? I was gonna ask Bruce. Will we get more merchandise for the Handmaid's Tale? And uh, I'm wondering in the sense of there was a rumor in this like Funko. So I got all the Funko Pops behind me. They had confirmed that Handmaid's Tale pops at a time were coming, and they never came. So I'm wondering, will we get more stuff for the fans to purchase for the show? Posters, stuff that's not stuff we can only get on Etsy, like stuff made by Hulu or whatever, the Handmaid's Tale. Bruce, if you know that answer, I'd love to hear, because I'd love more Handmaid's Tale stuff fans can buy and kind of, have in their room or whatever. It'd be really cool. Um, oh my God, that's the thing. Janine Funko Pop. That's the one I'm always thinking of. And um, oh, see, I'd love to do more merch. It's a bit out of my area of expertise. Damn. Okay. Yeah, because I got so excited because they said that at least a June one was coming out. They said like I think 2 years ago, and then it just never came out. I was always looking for it. So yeah, I thought it'd be cool. There'd be a June pop, Aunt Lydia, ones you can recognize, Serena Joy. I think that'd be awesome. But anywho, there's a couple shows now that were like really popular, and there's like no merch. Like anyone watch the new Watchmen? As my voice goes, I'll show you my dog as I have a coughing fit. This is Daisy. She's by my side when I'm doing these reviews and stuff. Daisy, take over. I gotta just have a glass of water. I think the merch got me emotional. But oh yeah, and anyone who's watching Loki, I got a Loki shirt already. I love this Miss Minutes character, aka Tara Strong, great voice actress. Um, so yeah, if you're here, we got Bruce Miller in here, which is awesome. I wish YouTube would do like the Instagram thing where when you're live streaming, you can have someone just join. I'd love to just get them in here. It pisses me off they do it this way. Yes, Daisy. See, you remember the name? Daisy's like, please leave me alone for sure. Daisy does not want to be on camera right now. Daisy got a bacterial infection around her body recently, so I have every other day had to shower with my dog. I'm not crazy about it, but I do it because I love her. What else? What other thoughts you guys have about the Handmaid's Tale? I also want to talk about. Let's talk about the whole show, not just the season for a second. Like, I want to hear again because I didn't get enough comments on it. Let's hear I want to see rankings right now of the seasons, 1 through 4. Give me from worst. No, give me from best to worst. That order, because I've said mine. I've said my piece. I still say 1, 4, 2, 3. And I say that because I think how are you going to let's see. I don't. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 3 says Yana. Best season 1 for sure. Come on, season 1's number 1. But see, okay, Amy says 2, and I know a lot of people have like a soft spot for 2, which is interesting. Okay, we got a 4. See, but that's the success for the show as a whole, because there wasn't many people ever saying 3 was the best, but to have some say 4, most people at least put 4 in the top 2, which is awesome. So I think that's something to be applauded for a show in its 4th season. Bruce Miller, I'm not super fond of any of the seasons. See, The honesty, baby. Let's go. That's really funny. Okay, let me see. What else I asked Bruce? Bruce, how do you decide who is going to be your directors each season? That's a question I have because it's so diverse, which I love. Like, there's always different directors each season, so many names to keep up with. But I think that's really cool. How do you decide that? How do you? Is there like a hat you pull out of the names? Okay, so let's see what else. Okay, Alyssa Ho thinks five's the best season, so she's taken a stance that next season is going to be the best. Um, Good for you. Okay, she's a fortune teller. I like it. Um, let's see. One, two, three, four. All right, she's counting. Let's go. Season two is amazing for showing us a little bit more of what Gilead's about. Yeah, I'm in that boat too. I love the Gilead world building. That's what keeps the show so different. We keep listening to directors. We are interested in hiring, a la Liz Garbus. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Um, what else? Uh, okay, let me see. What else would I ask Bruce if I unfortunately wish I could have him on here, but thank you, YouTube. Um, Bruce, what is your who is your favorite character? You've probably been asked this already in the live AMAs and stuff, but who's just your favorite character? How about who's your favorite character to write, Bruce? Who currently is your favorite character to write? Let's see. Clearly, season 7 is the best on the future. It's a crazy season. Okay, we got another fortune teller here. Any season that did not have 90% Liz close-ups. See, that's the biggest criticism I've seen of the show is about the close-ups. And I've said in my reviews, it's not so much, I don't mind that. Yeah, favorite character to write, Bruce. I don't mind the close-ups as much. I was more critical of how many close-ups Elizabeth Moss used in episode 3 and episode 7, but I thought her camera work and her decision of how to see everything was amazing in episode 8. So I can obviously give credit where it's due when it works, but yeah, that's the biggest thing I think people know about is the close-ups, and you see all the jokes about it. What I thought was interesting, this is interesting to me, and maybe I'm overlooking into it, but I did see Hulu on their YouTube channel before the finale wrote like, "Who's ready for more June close-ups?" It seemed like they were kind of making fun of their own show, which okay, but I thought that was interesting. Um, let's see, Bruce, please include alternate storylines behind the scenes on the DVD or line. Okay, honestly, no fave. Come on, they are all. I'm just saying they're all amazing. Okay, okay, that's a great question someone just had for Bruce though. And if you want to ask Bruce a question, put it here, and I'll try to say it out loud too, and he'll probably see it anyway on the chat. But okay, Bruce. Ha- so I'm a big fan of Blu-rays and like DVDs. I've noticed with movies and shows, we're losing the commentaries. We're losing thorough behind the scenes stuff. We'll get like a clip. How does that come about? Like how do you can you guys make that decision? Like, you know what? I'm gonna do a commentary for each episode of season 4, or let's get so and so. Is that hard to pull off? Does it involve a lot of stuff we don't know about to get that? Because I feel like they're not appearing in everything I watch now. Like we're not getting commentaries as much anymore. And man, wouldn't it be great to have those on Hulu or Netflix or any of these things? Like, I think it would be awesome to have a Bruce Miller commentary with the finale when it comes out. I think that would be really cool. I hope streaming services do that because we do want that. I don't know who said we don't want that. Gigi, I love her close-up show. Look, I get the close-ups because that's the story, right? It's June's story. It's intimate. I do any commentary they ask versus Bruce. So I got to talk to Hulu or whatever MGM, which is now owned by Amazon. Okay, Bruce, do you know what does that mean? If Amazon bought MGM Studios, Handmaid's Tale, does that mean this show could end up on Amazon Prime? Does this mean the show could switch to Amazon Prime? Can you legally answer this question? Okay, now what else we got? I love Commander Lawrence. He and Nick are my two favorite characters. Yeah, people love him. Okay, I like Nick. Let's see what else. Would you need an S to create their Mayday version inside Go? That'd be really cool. Steve, StreamYard with Bruce. Damn it, I don't know what that is. Um, the episode with Heaven is a Place on Earth was one of the episodes I prefer. That was a great episode. That would be cool. I work for Amazon Media. Let's go, Billy. I'd love to see Rita's backstory. Oh, hell yeah. Rita's another fan favorite. MGM Hulu, what do I know? I'm a dumb writer. I went into this avoiding any business stuff. Love it. Angry Emily is interesting for sure. Um, let's see. What else? Elizabeth Moss says so much with a look, though, for sure. Only certain actors can pull that off. I'd love to see what Nick's life is like now that with his wife in Gilead. Me too. Bruce, what are the duties of a showrunner? I don't hear much about it. What's it like? Blah, 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 blah. Bruce says that Lawrence and Nick are just local officials, but how? Why are local officials deciding when to bond people? I hope Emily gets more next season. Yeah, I do too. Emily's a great character as well. There's a lot of such, that's the bittersweet thing about the show. There's so many good characters that you sometimes feel like, oh, I wish I had more time with them, but they got again so many they got to give time to for sure. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about? So, is there anyone here? Okay, Bruce. Right, yeah, basically the final decision, everything from script font to which shot song ends up in the final show. Love it. Bruce, what shows or movies are you currently watching, or something you watched recently you could suggest to us that you think's good? Love to hear it. Let's see. I love Emily in the earlier seasons, but yes, there are a lot of other plots to cover for sure. And it's interesting, a lot of people are hard on Moira this season. I'm a Moira fan, man. Like maybe because I'm a softie, Moira's is a peace person. I'm in that thing, but again, that's not me disagreeing with any other characters. I'm just saying, like, I get Moira. Like some people are like, and I hate Moira now. It's like I get her. Okay, she's just a different philosophy. It's a different strategy. Uh, I love Emily's homicidal side. Yeah, people love Emily going beast mode. I'm a Woman by Helen Reddy in season 5. Okay, it's a song request. What if June killed Aunt Irene and framed a deliberate suicide? They could do that. Bruce, write that down. I prefer the Emily and June chemistry better than Moira and June. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Emily and June are on the same wavelength, so they're going to have more chemistry. Where it is interesting that Moira and June don't really see eye to eye. Whatever happened with the Blessed Be the Fruit Loops lady? Whatever. Adding to that, where's Dolores? Where is she? I think I'm biased because my mother's name is Dolores, which I have tattooed on my arm. If we can know, Bruce, where Dolores is, will we ever get a spin-off show of Dolores? I'd love to hear it. What else? What will happen when June sees June? That's going to be, I think they're going to save that for a while, like way down the line. Soundtrack request for season 5. I'm One by Helen Reddy. Dolores got another. Did she? Oh, Dolores got another gig. Oh, okay. Okay, Dolores. I see you. How did the Handmaids in DC eat? Must have been a tube. Song You Don't Know Me was so classic for sure, and it was good. It connected to earlier seasons. Steve, are you going to watch upcoming Elizabeth Moss Apple TV series Shining Girls? I watch anything Elizabeth Moss does. Yes. Do we think that? No. Oh, you're late. We talked about the finger thing. We don't know if he gave the finger to Serena yet. We'll see next season. Dolores did not get struck by the train. That was Beth and Alma. Gonna miss Alma terribly. Bruce, what was that like telling Nina? I heard Nina's side of it. Were you emotional? Cutting Alma out. Nina's the best. Brianna, there we go. I think I'm thinking of the actress's name. I don't understand why they sent Moira to Jezebel's if she's fertile. That's far back for me. I'm blanking on that. What do you think is going to happen to Serena next season? She's going to be in the driver's seat for sure. She's going to be more powerful, I think. I think she's got that book. We got to keep thinking about that book she's writing. What is she going to do with that? Do I want to see Serena Handmaid outfit? Maybe. I don't yet. I want to see more Serena be in the mastermind first. I don't want to get there yet. Too fast. Serena to me is way worse than Fred. 100%. Serena is the mastermind. She is the one who's made the bigger plays. Fred's kind of just a walking, idiot in a way. Now, Erica Kane, thank you. And the name with the A, thank you for the 5, Erica Kane. Thank you for the 20. I really appreciate that. Again, I'll give a percentage to Bruce. I think June was taping Fred, say he missed her. Then she'll play for Serena. I heard that theory. I wonder if Bruce can answer this, but I had said in my review what I thought, that I did actually think Fred was being genuine when he said sorry about how they took away her child. Bruce, was he? Do you read it that way? You wrote it. Um, what else we got? Any questions for me? Bruce is still here. You can throw. Bruce thinks it was genuine. See? Um, yeah, I agree with that. Serena's the villain of the show overall. Fred is just the face of her deeds. Yeah, it's gotten to that point now for sure. Um, I wonder too if we could see. I'm sure we could see Fred in a flashback with Serena. Oh yeah, it was genuine. Totally not enough though, for sure. Yeah, I just think that one moment, it was like that little humanity, which they always had a little humanity in Fred with the Scrabble. I always felt like, I think when they were playing Scrabble and stuff. But yeah, he's still a monster for sure. But yeah, I thought that was a nice touch. Um, what will happen to Serena's baby? Great question. Who knows? Why did Fred say son to Nick so many times? Bruce won't answer that. I saw people asking that. I didn't really notice that much, but I don't know. What else? Switzerland. Bruce, we need more story from back in the day when they built Gilead and how it got together. Yeah, a lot of people are clamoring for that. Maybe they'll even do that in a spinoff. We need to see these breeding colonies. Someone says, "Oh Lord." Um, what else we got here? They have to explore Nick's character. I agree, Baxter. Great. Hello, Peter. There he is. Peter, great mustache. That's a 10, baby. Let's go. Thank you, Peter. Um, the in real life woman refugee explained. Shoot, read Bruce's comment. It flew away from me, but he answers a good answer. Let's see. People were asking me about this poster. This was a custom. I got it near Comic Con, so unfortunately I can't send you a link or anything. But I got to find out who the artist was. He had it. He had a stand. And he had a couple of these, and I was like, oh my god, I got to get that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I saw it. Somebody even shared on the Reddit the picture. That was kind of funny. They're like, where the hell do I get this poster? Um, Liz, do you think the finger will put Serena into labor? 5. Thank you so much for the tip. I don't know. Would the finger put Serena into labor? Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe. Okay, Bruce said get the name of the artist. I will get the name of the artist. Um, questions. Guys, what was your favorite outfit I wore this season? And is there any outfits you'd like to see in the future? I'd like to know that as well. I'm going to die if Nick is performing the ceremony with his wife and Handmaid. Yeah. Okay, $5. I want to see how this leads into the Testaments and if Janine and Esther will play a part. For sure, I'm with you there. Thank you for the tip. Let's see. What's another thing? Yeah, great answers, Bruce. 100%. Thank you. I appreciate the red robe was my favorite personally. Um, let's see. Oh, Bruce, I have a question. Where did you find Adam Taylor, the composer? He's amazing. I just always am wondering in my head how he came into this part because he fits the show so perfectly. He is such a part of the show. I couldn't imagine the show without Adam Taylor. Oh, okay. Someone like the Yellow Hoodie. Yeah, Adam Taylor came straight from heaven. That's great. That is great. Um, let's see. Oh, see, yeah, a lot of people love when I wear the classic Handmaid's outfit. That's why I wore it for the finale. It was funny. The finale was the one episode I didn't see any outfits that kind of stood out to me to wear. So I just was like, oh, I'll go old faithful. Thank you for the compliment. Can we have Daisy dressed as a handmaid? That's a great idea. That is a great idea. I will definitely try to do that. I hope June will team up with Lawrence. Let's see what else. What else everyone have? Um, we got Bruce Miller here. You can ask some questions. The theme music to the show is fantastic for sure. Um, thank you, Connie. Eye patch was great. Thank you. Serena becomes of Mark. Oh, that's clever. I like that. Do you think June will actually get Hannah back? I'm unsure with her inclusion. Spoilers, Testament's not here, please. Steve, did your opinion about finale change? No. Hi, Steve. Happy Saturday. Love your videos. Thank you. Am I going to interview Elizabeth Moss? Trust me, I've tried. Maybe one day. Okay, someone said, I read the script online. Why did it decide to cut Luke's declaration of love for June? Is that someone said? Maybe Bruce can answer that if that's true. That's interesting. I got to read that script. Reddit is still celebrating Fred's death for sure. They're not going to answer that Nick question yet. Can you see Luke and Rita just moving on together, being normal people and letting things go? I don't think it would be Luke and Rita together. Maybe Luke and Moira. Bruce just answered a question. I missed it, but I think he was saying something along the lines of he consults Margaret Atwood. Ever thought of doing a live interview with the cast member? I'd love to. I don't know if the Hulu press team would be down for that or trust me enough, even though I am very trustworthy. I consider myself a respectful lad. Okay, I read the script too. Nick not say to Fred to pick the pistol. Why? Great question. Janine should be Nick's handmaid, so she'd be safe and not pursuing him. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Meet up. I think they could do that. I think my favorite location I still miss though is Loaves and Fishes. I love Loaves and Fishes. Maybe we can get a pop-up Loaves and Fishes store. Some lines get cut in post-production, editing. There you go. There's your little TV lesson from Bruce Miller. I have another question for Bruce. Bruce, you're a great writer. Do you still think you're always learning though? Like, do you still read, stuff about writing or try to learn stuff from watching other shows, or do you feel like you've hit like where you want to be? Like, is that constantly a thing to keep kind of teaching yourself more? I think they only have Handmaids. Always, always learning. Love that answer, Bruce. Steve, did you see my comment about my daughter meeting Elizabeth Moss in New Orleans? No. Say it again, please. Tell us the story. I actually met Elizabeth Moss at SiriusXM at my regular job, and she was really, really nice. Yeah, that's the real Bruce Miller. You always get better. There's no such thing as forever. Hell yeah. That's what I love about anything. Like, people forget is like the greats you see, writers, actresses, actors, directors, they're always learning. And that's what you should be doing. If you're someone who's into this, constantly be teaching yourself new stuff. Fall in love with learning. You never know everything. And I try to do that with my reviews for sure. Keep reading and doing. Let's see. What else we got? Bruce, do you watch back every episode? And that's a question I have for you. Do you enjoy watching the show yourself, or is there a weird feeling when you watch it, knowing it's like your baby, your creation? Bruce, do you already know how to continue some plot for the next season, or still thinking about it? That's a good question. Are we shifting to see more of the male characters suffer with Fred? Have Nick really struggle? I'm trying to think what. Okay, hold on. So many stuff's coming in. Bruce, are there any shows you get inspired by for Handmaid's Tale? That's a great question. Good questions, people. You guys should be interviewing people. The people in my chat. I don't usually watch on the air, but I've seen each episode dozens of times, and that makes sense. So let's see. What else? Oh, someone's like, Bruce, what's the matter with Lawrence? What is the matter with him? Okay, Bruce, here's a question which kind of relates to me, but what do you know of from yourself? Like, do you go read all the reviews? Do you go to Variety's review and Vulture and YouTube reviews, or do you limit it? Like, what are the feelings from the creative people on reviews? Like world to world here, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for all the tips, guys, by the way. That's $104. I'll give some of this meat to Bruce. I'll give some of the other cheddar to my dog Daisy's. I got to get her dog food and stuff. She's a part of my team. And myself, of course. I don't want to see June end up in Gilead except as a fighter. Yeah, I don't think we'll get like where June's just like a prisoner in Gilead again. I read some reviews with the critical stuff hurts my feelings at some point and I stop. I'm a delicate flower. Yeah. You're human, so that's a great answer, honest answer. Um, did you see Elizabeth Moss in The One I Love? No. Is it good? Do you read the Reddit forum, Bruce Miller? Great question. Bruce, do you read the Reddit? Do you go on that live reaction during the show, or does that even get you a little, ooh? Because like I think everyone's in that same boat, right? Like any work you do or something that's getting reviewed, if you make a product, anything, you perform something, you do music, you're putting yourself out there. So it's like you're reading the reviews and you get a little like, ooh. I don't read the Reddit, but the writers on staff do. That's big. Breaking. Um, let's see. I have another question. Bruce, what do you like to do when you're not doing writing and show running? What's like a hobby of yours, a passion? Golf? Swimming? Chess? Bowling? Thank you everyone for joining me. We've clocked in an hour somehow, and it's awesome that Bruce Miller's been hanging this whole time. I swear to God, this wasn't planned, people. This is an amazing occurrence to happen. I feel like he's my co-host right now, which is awesome. I don't think the Bruce needs the money. People have donated. You keep it, babe. Thank you, Amy. I just love Bruce. I want to give him money. Pal Giddy, I just desperately wanted Fred permanently dead. Damn it! I didn't see the whole comment. I hate you with this iPad. Um, Amy, haha, Amy. Amy had the comment of the day. That was funny. Uh, let's see. Someone tell me what Bruce said was his hobby because I missed it. I love that we all get to talk about the show together like that. For sure. Um, Happy Saturday, Jeanette. Bruce should write a non-canon connection where Nick is a detective and Spiral in the future. I actually thought Spiral was pretty good. There's a great twist in it if you want to watch. Okay, Steve Harley, my daughter told Elizabeth Moss Newings my mom named her cat Peggy Olson. I did. And like I said, Bruce Miller hobbies. I draw, sketch a lot. I do yoga and have a very busy family life. Family man, let's go. Let's go. Yoga. That's right, Bruce Miller. So when next time you're doing yoga or you're not motivated to go to yoga, say, damn it, the showrunner of Handmaid's Tale does yoga. Why am I not doing it? Um, oh, see, someone's telling me I should be able to grab comments. See, I'm learning with you guys. We just talked about a whole theme about learning. Now I'm grabbing the comments. This is beautiful. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Spiral was pretty good. And if you're a fan of, Max Minghella, check it out. Okay, Bruce, here's a question. I don't know if you can answer this. Is there any dream actors or actresses you'd want to get on The Handmaid's Tale down the road or just in some kind of Handmaid's Tale spinoff? Like, is there someone you've dreamed of that you haven't worked with before in anything? Um, I can pin the comments. See, you guys teaching me the YouTube, and I'm a YouTuber. I call myself a YouTuber. Who the hell am I? Um, yeah, Max was perfect. This cast is a dream. Come on, Bruce. Don't give me the NFL coach answer. We play to win the game. Give me the real answer. Just kidding. Let's see what else. We love you, Bruce. Hell yeah. Favorite guilty pleasure to watch after Handmaid's Tale? Mine's Wheel of Fortune. Wow, that's a crazy combo, huh? Handmaid's Tale and Wheel of Fortune? Woo! What do I watch after Handmaid's Tale? I don't think I watch anything. I think I have to go for a walk. Um, I watch you, bro. Okay. Okay. Your cast is amazing for sure. Let's see. Bruce, you don't have to answer this question, but when was the first time you watched one of my reviews? And well, yeah, when was the first time you watched one of my reviews? How'd you come across it? I saw an interview with Elizabeth Moss and Gillian Anderson. She would be cool for a Gilead wife. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. I was thinking about this in my head, like I was alternate casting Handmaid's Tale. So let's say characters on the show, right? I'm gonna ask this question. This is just hypothetical. Let's say these were the first people, of course, that they wanted to get on the show as their characters. Let's say they weren't available. Who would you cast as characters on the show that are currently on the show? For me, one I thought was perfect. Touting my own self here, but I would think that January Jones would be a great Serena Joy, in my opinion. Um, I had another one. I had a couple where I was like, oh yes. So give me people you would not. I'm not saying recast towards the actors. I'm saying if they weren't available. June, nobody else. 100% agree. That's the one no one could replace with Moss. But if this, let's say this person wasn't available, who would you cast as that character? I always said January Jones reminds me. Carol Burnett as Aunt Lydia, that's a good one. Nicole Kidman could be a wife for sure. Uh, yeah, January Jones as Serena Joy. Um, there was another one I had. Hugh Laurie as Commander Lawrence. That's really good. That's really good. We got some creative casting directors here. So not playing this game, Bruce Miller says. I love it. Amazing. Um, let's see. Is season 5 being filmed? I'm so ready for it. Okay, Bruce. When is any idea season 5 might start filming? And will it be filming? I think it usually films in Canada, right? Are you still going to be filming in Canada? John Hamm as Fred. Betty White as Aunt Lydia. Oh, there we go. Kathy Bates. Yeah, I would say Kathy Bates is totally an Ant. Bill Murray as Lawrence. Love it. That matches. Um, oh, baby. Season 5, the writer's room starts in a week. Okay, no wonder they're scouring that Reddit. Let's go. Um, anyone from American Horror Story? Yeah, Kathy Bates is perfect for this. Um, let's see. Bruce, would you ever consider doing a movie from this universe? Like, just a TV movie, a Hulu version, like some kind of story, maybe with a character. I'm interested. That's exciting, Bruce Miller. Hey, yeah, totally is. We need Steve Carell. Love that. I'd love you to see appearing in a cameo role for sure. Me too. Just really fully realized who Bruce is. Hello. No, yeah, there's a 1990 movie, but we need a new one. Oh, Robin Williams would be good. A movie, maybe. I like a good. I'll let a good screenwriter write. I like TV. Bruce, I feel you on the TV thing. I'm a TV soul as well. Um, but you totally are capable of it. Kit Harington is Nick. That's a good one. Matthew McConaughey is Fred. Okay. Um, what else? What's other questions? Any questions you guys have for Bruce Miller? He is here hanging, which is really cool. Wasn't planned, I swear to God. Bruce, by what writers, directors are you inspired? Great question. I don't think it'd be enough with one movie. The series are deep. True. True, true. Bruce Reacher is exceptional. The writing time and believable quality. Yes, agree. The actress from Nurse Ratched as a wife. Nurse Ratched. Oh, Sarah Paulson. I think I could see that. I think I could see that. Okay, easy on Lindsay, okay? Make it a 5-hour movie. I'm obsessed with the Handmaids. I love it, Amy. Um, let's see. No, yeah, sure. Series is better than movie. I agree. When TV's at its best, it's to me always better than a great movie, because you get more time with the characters. So the moments that hit, you feel it. Where like a movie, you have to get that accomplished in like hour and a half, 2 hours. So I never get the same feeling, even in the best movies ever made. Like the best shows is where Bruce Miller is the showrunner, Melody of Handmaid's Tale, and head writer. Um, Bruce Miller, would you ever do a cameo in your own show? I'd love to see a Bruce Miller cameo. If that hasn't already happened, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh baby, AirPods got 20%. No cameo. Oh, maybe they'll CGI him in. We can get it done, right? Uh, Tom Hanks, torture guy. I don't know his name. Oh, okay, torture guy. So Bruce, is there a chance we'll see the guy who is like with the glasses earlier in the season, episode 3, who was like this villain for a hot second with June? I think a lot of people were interested in his character. Could he make another appearance? Because I would actually like to see that. I thought he was a really good actor. Another great actor just on this show. Oh man, okay. Lieutenant Stan. Yes. Yes, him. Is there a chance we'll see him again? Bruce, advice for starting writers. Yeah, he was generally scary. Yes, torture guy. I guess that's his nickname. You've heard it here, torture guy. I was thinking Sarah from Ratchet would be such a good fit. She's so versatile for sure. That guy was so creepy, convincing 100%. I think he was the creepiest villain, hands down. Um, yep, that one. He was really good at torturing, of course. Do you have a specific episode that particularly means a lot to you? Because I think mine is higher from season two. I don't know the name of the episode, but I think I said this in my last live stream. My favorite moment to this day of Handmaid's Tale, and I don't know why. Um, Wait, Bruce Miller, starting writers, work on that writing. That's the hard part. The career will come. Love it. Um, my favorite moment still to this day, and it's just something I felt. I can't even explain it. Was in season two. I think it was the only review I cried in. That's how you know it got me. Um, was when after Fred whipped Serena, the way June went to Serena, you know, to kind of comfort her after that. I don't know. It just hit me. It hit me hard, and I thought it was one of the most powerful TV moments ever. For me, favorite episode is final episode of season three. Looking back, one of my favorite episodes on rewatch was the final episode of season three, especially that music they put it. That last song I'm obsessed with. Whoever thought that song was genius. Um, Shoot, thank you, Bruce, for all your hard work. Yes, because this is tells you how cool Bruce is. He's been here for an hour with me. And he did this out of the kindness of his own heart, just joining in. That's so cool. Like that makes people excited too, because like you want to see that you love his show and you love to see the showrunner just as passionate as the fans. That's awesome. The scene where all the handmaids were taken to the stadium almost hung gives me chills. Yeah, that was a really well shot episode too, for sure. Faith, you've given me faith. $20, goal, baby. Thank you for the tip. Um, yeah, Billy, he's awesome for doing this. Oh, the first scene of the finale of season three is so heartbreaking. Yeah, that finale season three is just better with age. This show is really my favorite piece of art that's ever been created. It's up there. I said I'm putting Bruce Miller on that. You know, what do they call it? Um, Mount Rushmore of showrunners for sure. That's why, Bruce, I do want to see you do another story. I'm excited to see what's brewing in that brand. I know there's something. I want to see like another huge show you make, another hit. Um, yeah, I got him right up there with. I've always said Damon Lindelof's my guy, so he's right there with him, and Vince Gilligan, of course. Da, 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 da. Bruce, any chance the show will try to show Gilead knockoff regimes in South America? That's interesting too. That you could have knockoffs kind of spread through the world. Thanks for hanging out and answering, Bruce. I need romantic in the horror. I had chills when Luke said to June they can see a Red Sox game. He doesn't know June's almost hung there. Yeah, that was big. This show on all TV is a huge group effort. I am the tiniest cog in the machine. Humble guy. Humble guy. Did anyone feel bad for Fred? I hate to admit it. That's a good question. Answer down below. Did anyone feel bad for Fred? Someone just said they did. Did I feel bad for Fred? No. But I can admit that he was a monster, but there was some little humanity there, like they showed in him apologizing about taking the kid. Because for me, it's just Fred only can recognize what he's been through. He's selfish. I feel bad, Fred. I mean, bad way to go. Bruce, look at you with the clever uh, line there. I like that. Screw Fred, says Silver Mask Trevor. Happy Girl says she did. I kind of love Fred, says Sean, but he gave me the creeps at end. I cringed when Luke said to June that he's glad he knows everything now. Like, nah, you really don't know the half. Okay, okay. I love Fred, says Blink Bunny. Whoa, okay. No, says Rhoda. Because they're human, so you emphasize at some point with them. Same with Serena. No, I feel you. Um, let's see. Bruce, whether the show continues for one or 7 seasons, do you have the finale or general idea of the finale of the story mapped out? Great question. Bruce, do you have an idea of how this is all going to end? Torture guy I'm not over this torture guy thing. Favorite line of the season, I just wanted to admit, someone just mentioned it before, but the Aunt Lydia line of to what was it? To dawdle is a affront to God. Some of the lines they give Aunt Lydia are just make me laugh. They're great. Is there any possibility that Serena's baby is Mark's? I really don't think there's a possibility of that. Yes, I have an ending and a finale planned, and I'm working towards it. Amazing. That's amazing to hear. Da, 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 da. Bruce Miller won the 2017 Primetime Emmy Awards for Outstanding Drama, blah, blah, blah. Yes, we got the Wikipedia of Bruce popping up. I love it. Um, okay. My voice is going, but I'm going to keep going here. We got Bruce Miller in his house. So ask Bruce anything. He's here chatting. Ask me anything. I'm here on the screen. Um, what else? Bruce, I know you mentioned that you're getting the writer's room ready. In your mind, and if you had to guess, when do you think you could see a season 5 coming out? Like month or ballpark range? Next year, you know, year after? What's your favorite costume you wore to review the show? Hands down, the robe and maybe the ant outfit. I was prideful of the ant outfit because that was my best costuming on my own through Amazon. Season 5 schedule with lots of moving pieces. Okay, okay. I see you. You must. We need 12 or 13 episodes minimum. I don't know if I agree with that. I was a fan of the 10 episodes. I like a tighter season. That's me, though. I love you, Steve. Thank you for your great reviews. You always give me something to think about. Thanks, Sabrina. Love you, too. Okay. 2 Amy's. A lot of Amy's. I really like the 10. Russell, I'm with you. Oh, Steve, now's your chance to get the Martha outfit. Yeah, Bruce, that's the one outfit I've never been able to accomplish is the Martha. I have looked far and wide. Walmart, Target, Amazon, Etsy. I cannot get this outfit. Amy, I hate to admit I like Serena Joy. You're not alone. Most of the actor schedules, they commit to other projects that were moved due to the pandemic. That makes complete sense. So Bruce is telling you that, it depends. It's tricky with scheduling of actors because of the pandemic kind of screwed everything up. Hi there from Canada. Hello. So yeah, we got Bruce Miller here, showrunner of The Handmaid's Tale. Martha outfit, Amazon, Japanese apron. I'm writing that down. Hey from UK. Bruce and Steve and Martha outfit. That's really funny. We need a Funko tour. I will give a Funko tour soon. Someone had said they didn't recognize the Funkos here. This is Dumb and Dumber, clearly. Stranger Things, Steve Harrington, Scoops Ahoy outfit, 11, both versions. And Lucas. Okay, my AirPods are at 10%, so we're going to wrap soon. I hope everyone has a great Saturday. I'm trying to think. What I'm going to ask you guys is, now that Handmaid's Tale is over, what shows you're going to be watching? Where do you guys go? I want to stay with you guys. I want to talk with you guys. I want to hang with you guys. How can we do this? What kind of live streams would you want? What shows do you want me covering? What movies? Where do the Handmaid's Tale fans go? That's my next Broadway play I'm writing. Where do they go? I feel like you guys go into hibernation and I don't see you till Handmaid's comes back. And it breaks my heart. Outlander, having Handmaid's. Yep. Like I said, when Handmaid's ends, it's like leaving Disney World. I'm in a post-depression. Gotta be Mad Men. But see, it's an older show. I'm watching for the first time. It's an older show. Anything coming up? Disney Plus, people are binging. Golden Girls? You guys are giving me the old shows. What's coming up you're excited for? What are you going to be watching? Hey, Steve, isn't crazy that Serena gotta go. Bruce, God bless, Bruce. We'll talk soon. Thank you so much for doing it. You made my day. You're the man. Keep up the great stuff you give us. You have so many fans. It's incredible. Bye, Bruce. Thanks for popping in. Everyone say bye to Bruce. Give him a Bruce. That's what we're doing when we see Bruce, baby. I know it's sport and hacky, but got it. It's Bruce. Come on, someone write Bruce. Yeah, there it is, Kelly. Bruce. Do you do Bridgerton? No, but I'm gonna. I'm looking forward to Evil. Thank you for the tip. $5. There's the Bruces. Cruel Summer, I'm hearing good things about. Is it up to the hype? I'm gonna jump in on that, I think. But where do you guys go? Like, what would pop up in the feed of me that you'd watch? That yeah, there's nothing else like Handmaid's. It's so true. Even if you were to Google like shows like Handmaid's Tale, there really isn't much. Leah, thank you for the $5. You're gonna have a great Saturday because I see good fortune and good karma coming your way. Till next time, Amy. Bye. Thank you. Breaking Bad, Mayor of Easttown is good. What do you guys? Okay, I'm gonna be covering the Fear Street movies. They look awesome. They're R.L. Stein and they're rated R. I mean, come on, that sounds amazing, right? And it's got a lot of the Netflix stars in it. So there's gonna be 3 movies coming out in like 2 weeks, one each weekend. I'm gonna be doing deep dives into those. I do want to still jump on Lisi's story, but it's really getting a bad reaction, which worries me. Yeah, Fear Street. I think Fear Street's going to be the hit of the summer. Mark my words. Um, that's my Netflix recommendation, Amy. Watch out for Fear Street. It's coming very soon. Sweet Tooth, I covered. Check out my review on that. 6 Feet Under, I gotta watch. So I know it's something I've not seen that. Thank you, Alyssa. I'm glad you found my channel. I'm glad you're here. Um, 7 Perfect Strangers. Oh, I think it's 9 Perfect Strangers. But hell yeah, I'm covering that. I hope Hulu releases that week to week so we can have this kind of discussion about it. That looks amazing. If you haven't seen the trailer, 9 Perfect Strangers, Nicole Kidman, um, and it has Melissa McCarthy in it. Grace Van Patten, who I interviewed, great actress, throwing that plug there. But it is going to be in the summer in August, and it's David E. Kelly who does, Big Little Lies, The Undoing. So that's going to be a big one. I'm definitely covering that. Um, I'll watch anything apart from horror related reviews. I'm a wimp. Oh, Amy, you got to jump into horror. Come on. I used to be a wimp too, trust me. But once you get into it, you'll feel great. And remember, it's not real. That will help too. Because there's a lot of good story in horror. Horror has some of the best story currently. Even if you're a wimp about horror, I actually suggest ones that are more creepy. Like it's not really scary, but it's creepy. It's a great story. Midsummer, right? I got a poster for it now. That's one that's not really scary. It's disturbing. Same with like The Witch, which was great. Um, yeah, read the Testaments. Okay, everyone, I'm going to wrap this up right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything and everyone. I might do another Handmaid stream just because it seems like people love talking about it. I do too. But please stick with me. If you can donate anyway by just becoming the smallest amount for a membership, it helps me so much. I'm really trying to do this full time one day so I can do this kind of stuff. I'd love to do, a dream of mine would be even like I could riff, I could talk. I'm a talker, so I need to get this out of my system. I could do this for 6 hours a day. I wish I could. I wish I could sit here 6 hours, talk about with you guys, whatever you wanted to. So let's see that vision. Let's try to make it happen. Hey, we got a new intellectual interpreter, and it's Faith T. I knew I had faith in her. Oh, don't my anxiety. I want to follow you for more shows. I feel like I can only see you on Handmaids. Yeah, you can. I cover other stuff too, guys. I'm doing short reviews for Loki right now. How do you join as a member? Just hit the join button under this video. You will see a join button under. You probably got to be on a desktop to see it or laptop. Have a good weekend. Thank you guys for joining. I appreciate every single one of you. I notice every single one of your names, and if you're a fan of me, I feel like you represent me too. Like we're together, we're a team, right? Like when I said when I got that Handmaids box, to toast to you guys too. And what I mean by that, and I'm going to say this as a team, but we're going to be the classy people here. Be nice when you disagree with someone. Just be nice about your opinion. There are people behind that. Like I don't get trolls. They don't understand we're humans. There's humans behind the words you say, and I try to do my reviews too. Like there's humans behind the work you're critiquing. So be a pro, be a class person. Don't be personal and attack people. People don't realize this. Steve for Prez. That's right. I'm running. And yes, you can vote for me. No sweaty armpits today, baby. I took a risk. I lifted my arms. There's no sweat. Praise God. Uh, Blessed be the fruit. May the Lord open. Let's go. We've been sent good weather. What's another one? Come on, someone give me more. What's the other sayings? I'm missing a good one here. Uh, May the Lord open. Praise be. Blessed be the fruit. We've been under his eye. How do I forget under his eye? Thank you, Russell. I feel like there's some deep cuts too we're forgetting. Like a lot of them were used in like season 2, season 1. Um, you know, have a good weekend. Why isn't this guy turned the stream off yet? I have no idea why I keep talking, but I just have to keep saying these things. Yeah, praise be. Yeah, we had Bruce here. Cool. Spread the word. Maybe spread it on Twitter. Say, look, Steve just had a surprise appearance of Bruce jumping on. Wasn't planned. I swear to God, I would tell you guys. Oh, bye, Daisy. All right, we're gonna close with Daisy. Daisy, my baby, she loves the Handmaid's Tale, but she thought the finale was decent, wasn't amazing, but that's okay. We still love the show. And now I'm singing to my dog in front of these people I don't know. Um, have a great Saturday and make this the best Saturday in history. And I'm going to do more stuff. You can always reach out to me. Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, you know, and you can always talk to me. I'm here for you. And yeah, I do short reviews on that too.